When I first started, my passions changed. Initially, it was to support my family. As I grew into the department, I wanted to go into a leadership role, and I developed a passion for community service and devotion to duty at that time. DC Fire and EMS is the best fire department, hands down. Again, we have a diverse workforce, we have a diverse community, and we respond to nationwide events of significance to the nation. Again, we respond to the White House, we respond to the Pentagon, we deal with special operations, sometimes bomb scares, the Capitol insurgents. All of those things are reflective of the things that we do here at DC Fire and EMS. 80% of our calls are EMS calls. So we strive to deliver accident to hospital care, which means you call 911, you have an emergency, and you have an ambulance that comes to the scene or a fire truck. We render care, and then we transport you to the hospital. Other types of calls, obviously, are fire calls. We have special operations calls, which could be someone fell down a cliff, and we have to get them off the cliff. We have boats that catch on fire in the harbor, right, that we have to get. There are a myriad of calls that we run. It's a variety. It's not just a basic fire call all the time. Gas leaks, CO leaks. We just had a train derailment yesterday, all in the course of one day. To be successful here, you have to have an open mind, and you really have to be self-aware. You have to be realize that you don't know everything, and there's opportunity to learn. You cannot be opposed to learning new things or taking guidance or direct instruction from someone. This is a military organization, and we fashion ourselves in that same model. We work with each other 24 hours a day, so you are very aware of who you're working with. You develop lifelong friendships, and the culture here at the fire service is something that you won't find anywhere else. Again, it is a brotherhood, it is a fraternity, and we look forward to coming to work each day just to spend time with one another. When we're off duty, we spend time with each other's families, so it is a collective. The fire service has given me life in that it's given me a new focus. It's given me some direction. When I came on the job, I was 25, so I was still young, and I was still trying to find my way, much like the cadets were. It gave me a purpose, and it gave me a mission. This interview, it takes me back to a time when I was 25 years old, and I was interviewed then, and they asked me, why did I join DC Fire and EMS?
Very few people will go in some place where people are running out.
My favorite part of being a public service is having an impact on someone. And I may not know what that impact is immediately. Like, they may circle back with me weeks later or months later and say, hey, you made a difference in my life. They come by the firehouse and they show appreciation. Recently, we ran a couple of parades, and to see the support that was there, people coming by and saying, thank you for your service, that meant a lot. Sometimes when we have this career, it takes over our lives, and the career becomes who you are. It identifies who you are. I'm hoping that I can separate those two, right? That I served the community and that I did a good job, obviously. It's when I look back at my accomplishments, but I don't want to rest on those. I want to continue to make a difference as long as I'm here. I feel like if I'm here, that I should be doing something that's going to make a difference. Working for the DC government in the capacity of public safety in DC Fire and EMS has meant the world to me. And the reason why is because DC is the greatest fire department out there. We are leaders nationwide. People follow us. People reflect or mirror the things that we do here. DC is an innovator, always has been. And many people from other jurisdictions try to come to DC for that same reason. We have people from Pennsylvania that come here, people from New York and other fire departments, because they all know that DC is the best. Firefighters risk their lives for others for unknown reasons. Everybody's going to give you a different answer. Some of us really don't feel like it's any different than any other job. It's just part of the job that you do, no different than the military or, let's say, law enforcement. We're here to make a difference, and if that means sacrificing our life to make sure that others may have a life, then we are prepared to do that. Everyone here at DC Fire and EMS is a hero, whether they're civilian or uniform. That's why they call us DC's bravest. DC Fire and EMS trains every day. There's not a single day that we don't train. We are always prepared and equipped to be able to respond to any call with confidence. I feel at times we maybe minimize the significance of our efforts. And although I know that my life is at risk when I go in, I feel that DC Fire and EMS does a good job to make sure that the likelihood of that happening is pretty small.